Hi guys, it's me, Jeannie, the Witch of Boise, and I'm here to do your pick a card reading for today. And today we are seeing who's thinking about you. And this is going to be in a romantic sense too. So before you begin, make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. Any sort of interaction with this video helps build my channel, so I totally appreciate it. And I do want to hear if it resonates with you. I want to hear all about it in the comments, so let me know. So I do want to say that these are general readings, so whatever number that you choose, it's 1, 2, 3. If it resonates with you, that is great. Again, I want to hear about it. But if it doesn't, there's 2 other options that you can definitely watch and see if there's any sort of resonation of those. So these are general reads. Don't force something to happen or like try to relate it when it isn't. Also, my default is going to be reading to a female about a male. So pronouns are interchangeable. She's can be he's can be she's, he, she, them, they, whatever applies into your life and your lifestyle. All right, so we have 3 choices. Your first choice is Black Panther, number 52. Then we have your second choice, which is Bat, and that is number 42. And then number 3 is going to be Owl, and that's number 21. So 1, 2, 3. Pick a cat, any cat, and pause it if you need a time to meditate on it. We're going to start with number 1. All right. So it is number 52, Black Panther. Black Panther is about embracing the unknown and not worrying about the future. This is simply just being and let go of fear. And it's just a really kind of mysterious, but it's also, it reminds me of like the Wheel of Fortune and tarot, where it's just like let fate and destiny decide and don't get too wrapped up in the details. 2 songs came on during your reading. There might be additional messages in these songs. Your first one was Underwear by Pulp, and second was The Acts of Man by Frightened Rabbit. So let's get your tarot cards, shall we? Your first one is the 3 of Pentacles. Your second is the 4 of Swords in reverse. Your third is the Fool. And fourth is the 7 of Swords. And then I also wanted to do another one in a different tarot deck to kind of get like an overall. And that's going to be the 2 of Swords in reverse. So this person, this could be someone that you have worked with in the past. I don't feel like this is something, right off the bat, I don't feel like this is something where it has ever been an official relationship. This can be maybe some flirting or just knowing each other, maybe just friends. But this is definitely interesting. So this is someone that you've either worked with or have collaborated with. And they're ready. They're ready for a new beginning for the relationship with you guys. They might be even really watching you through social media. They might be testing a little bit of your boundaries to see if you might be interested. But they're done kind of like sitting in the back. And they really made a choice. And I think that they were stuck for a while, whether they wanted to or not, but they are really pushing forward to wanting to be with you, and they are thinking about you a lot. And even with that work energy that I keep getting, this can be even if they haven't worked with you, they think about you at work. But they really want things to start unraveling. And I think that they've had a bit of restraint from moving forward with this. And I think they're going to be like shooting their shot in a sense, where they want to see where it's going to go and kind of like let fate and destiny decide. Okay, so then we have clear quartz purification, then tanzanite clarity, then we have I'm so sorry. I think it's Iane. And it's leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. And then mountain strength. So this person has very strong feelings right off the bat. And I think it's also that the strength of that restraining themselves, like holding themselves back, and they're definitely ready to take that leap of faith. They're definitely there. And that's that Black Panther energy as well. And I think the thing is that they are also kind of purifying their life and trying to like tie up some loose ends in a sense. They know what kind of person you are, and they just want things to be like, it actually kind of reminds me of like planet Earth with the male birds, and they build like the nests and then they show them off and they're like, hey, check this out. It's kind of that energy, but not to that extent, but it's just like, it's getting maybe like sprucing their living situation up, maybe like getting a haircut, kind of like just getting to that sense of like, see, how could you not? And they are very clear of what they want with you, and they're going to be very clear with you as well. I have some notes too. I want to go to those once I'm done with all the rest of these cards. Then we have number 19, Libra, I balance. And I feel like they have been in the past a little bit not out of control, but like very imbalanced. They were not taking care of themselves. They weren't taking care of like their finances or things like that. But now they're getting into this balancing energy, and they might have Libra in their zodiac chart. Then you had biblical and vows. So they might be a religious person or even spiritual in that sense, but I feel like they're kind of traditional in the biblical energy that's coming. Also vows, like this is a couple different things. I think that they are very much committed towards you and to you, and they want to take the next step. And whatever that step may be, this could be even like someone that's watching this might be like a fiance. It might be someone, a boyfriend that's wanting to propose. It's that kind of energy where it's a level up as well. And that might be even like with the take a leap of faith too, where they're ready for it. They're ready for that next step. And then you have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And I totally feel like this is someone that you have associated with. This can even be like a current, maybe someone that you're dating, but they really, really like you. I have these couple of bits of notes, and I was listening to the 2 songs, and one of them's about unrequited love. So this is something that maybe they weren't giving you the time of day, or vice versa. So it's like that change of energy that's happening, and they're definitely trying to improve themselves. All right, guys, that is it for number 1. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, comment below, tell me if that resonated with you, of who is thinking about you. We're going to go to number 2. All right, number 2, who's thinking about you? You chose number 42, and that is Bat. Bat is about rebirth. This is death of old patterns or what no longer serves you. Prepare for new growth and beginnings, and leave what doesn't serve you in the past. You had 2 songs that showed up, and the first one was James by Saint Seneca, and the second one was Shankar Dune by Ravi Shankar. All right, and let's get your tarot cards out. let's see. Okay, so then you have the Nine of Cups. You have the Six of Wands, Six of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, right off the bat, I am so sorry. This is, well, some of you might not be sorry. Some of you might be really excited, but this is someone that you have dated. This is definitely someone that you have either had a relationship with or you have seriously dated for some time, and they're definitely thinking about you. They, I feel like they treated the relationship like it didn't matter and that it wasn't like something special. And I think that this is also, and I mean, this can be on your end, but I feel like it's more on their end. And they just like totally, almost in a sense, like disrespected you. And just kind of like, this isn't for me, and just like took off. And they're starting to really think about you and being single. And they have no control over like their feelings or like over you, essentially, in the sense of like, I don't know who she or he is dating, but oh my gosh, I can't get them out of my mind. And how could I have just like thrown that away? And there's a lot of regret that's happening. And then you have Emerald, which is compassion. They have a lot of compassion for you because they understand how, pardon my French, but what a big asshole they were. And they know how compassionate you are, and they know and want compassion towards you. So, I think that they might be reaching out, but they are definitely thinking about you. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have aquamarine, and that is communication. Hello. They're going to be reaching out to you. They have like this love for you or even desire. And I think that they had like a chance to kind of like get their BS out. And this is where that bat energy, that rebirth, where it's like, wow, I was a like piece of shit. Now I'm not, like, or working on not being, but like, it's that kind of thing where it's like, I had a really good thing and I totally just like threw it away, like nothing. Then you have Kunzanite, which is the self-love energy. And I think they're really seeing you like blossom and bloom and like maybe even go out on dates, going out and seeing other people. You're taking exceptional good care of yourself and you're putting on that. And I think they also have realized how much they disrespected themselves, and they're doing that self-love journey too. Then it's Unanga. Easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. I think you're totally going to be hearing from them, but you need to just like, especially if you're very excited about this, just like let it go, like let them come and approach you. And don't force things, especially if this is someone that you're like, oh my gosh, like, which is like my reaction too, where I was just like, I'm sorry. But the thing is that it's don't force a narrative or like a relationship or a spark if there's not anything. If you have no intention and do not want anything from them, then you just need to communicate that as well. And that's that aquamarine, which is communication. And just be like, you know what, you really hurt me. No, you had your chance and you blew it. So, but it can also be like, I don't know yet, and let time take its course. It's just don't force things. And then lotus flower, which is unfoldment. It's watch things unfold as they are. Let them present to you. Let them do their thing and show, not just say, but show how they have changed and how they've gone through this rebirth. Then you have the 25, first house, the body. And I feel like this is in that self-love where either you or them have been really focused on working on their body. Now, when I say that, it's not like they're like gym rats. It's not like that they're going out and being like, I'm losing so much weight. I'm doing this. The body is the body in general. This is drinking water on a regular basis. This is taking care of your mind as well. That's a part of your body. It's just taking care of yourself. And I think since you're doing that, you're radiating, and I'm almost getting like this energy of like the bat and sonar, where it's like they sense it, they know it, and they're coming for it. So just keep doing your thing, do whatever. And you know what? It's up to you if they reach out. It's up to you of what you want to do. Then you have karmic relationship. And I totally feel like for some of you, this is a karmic relationship in general. And I think for some of you, you're just going to be like, that was a lesson. That was a lesson learned, not interested. And you might want to break that karmic cycle. Now, karmic relationships, they don't necessarily have to be like lessons. You can actually have a fulfilling relationship that's also a karmic relationship because you're doing the rights that you were wrong, you know? So don't get, especially if you're very excited about this, don't get wrapped into that thinking that that's a negative. But I'm just telling you, karma is a bee and is going to come after it, especially if this person is playing you or you're playing the person. So just keep that in mind. And then you have past life relationship, and you've known each other before. And I think that's why there's this like energy that's, I have to do something. They have to come to me back. We have to be back together. Because it feels like whatever this relationship was. And I'm honestly feeling like this was a shorter term relationship. I'd say like under like 2-3 years. Which for some people, I mean, that is long term, but like it's not like a serious relationship, but it feels deeper than that. Then you have playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I think you had a really good time, and they are thinking about all of those playful times and those fun times that you had. And they're just thinking about all of this connection and how much that they've changed, and they're hardcore thinking about you. So I think that especially if you've had an ex on your mind where you're like, oh, why? It's because they are totally thinking about you. All right, guys, that is it for number 2. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if this resonates with you. We are on to number 3, which is 21, the owl. So the owl means deception. So this can be deception, or either you're deceiving someone or it's being aware of deception. This is silent observation, keen insight, wisdom, drawn to magic, astral projection, clairvoyance, and just like everything magic. So this is really deep into this. So I'm already getting that this person who's thinking about you is a very spiritual and magic person. Or they can even be thinking about you in that sense. All right, so your tarot cards are the 2 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, and then in this deck, it's the High Priest, but in traditional tarot, it's the Hierophant, but in the reverse. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Before I continue, you had 3 songs come on during this reading. And the first one's La Vie en Rose by Clara Rockmore. I totally recommend you listen to that. So cool. Then it's Will the Thrill by Kayakas. And then Cemetery Drive by My Chemical Romance. Okay, so this is very interesting. So this is someone who is thinking about you, and this has been a really non-traditional energy. perhaps even relationship. This can be even like, it might not have been a relationship, but it's very non-traditional. They want you, but they know that things have to change. And I think this is where this owl energy is happening. There's some shady stuff that's going on. And I don't think it's like too, for some of you, to a huge, super shady, but it's definitely shady. Sorry, I have like a hair. It's bothering me. Okay. But they know what to do, and so they're just kind of waiting. And one of the reasons that they are thinking about you is that they're keeping you in mind, but then there's like another choice. And this can be like another person, or maybe even a situation, like maybe going out of town, or like moving out of town for a new job. And you're like, nope, not interested in long distance, that kind of thing. But they're not willing to let go of the past or something. And this is what, oh gosh, they are so kind and stable, and they are reliable, but they will not let something go. And for some of you, I don't want all of you to think who has this owl, but this is a situation that I feel like it blossomed into some sort of cheating, or just something like kind of shady like that, where it's not maybe necessarily cheating, but like maybe that you're dating and they say that they're not like seeing anyone, but then they do, and then they end up with them. It's something that's kind of like that, but it's super shady. Like, I keep saying that. It's not super shady if it's like that, because like if you weren't in a committed relationship, who cares? But there's just like this weird energy about it where you're just like, ew. But let's get some more cards out. So then you have Cupright, which is rites of passage. They've been thinking about you because they feel like that they're a better man or a better person now. And I think this is where that King of Pentacles is really kind of coming through, where it's like, I'm not that person anymore. I'm not in that mindset, and I made a mistake, but I'm not moving forward. This person feels stuck, and they keep thinking about you, being like, you are a choice. And I don't know. Like, for me personally, I would say don't go for it. You need to be the choice, not a choice. But it's definitely that kind of energy that's happening. Okay, Ezekiel, which is medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. This person is very spiritual, as well as they are involved in the medical field. And medical field, that can be a whole array of things. It's not necessarily like a nurse or a doctor, but this could be even someone that's doing like mental health, just something that's helping with the body as well. And then you have shaman, ancient healing wisdom. They're very smart and they're very wise. And I think it's their personality as well, where they're trying to help people through this medical field, and they find other people in that sense. And I think that's where this like almost like a wandering eye, and essentially, or flirting with boundaries comes from. But they're very smart, they're very wise, and they're an old soul. Then you have one sun, Spirit. Spirit has brought this person into your life for a reason. And I think that there's a part of this where it's being divinely guided, but at the same time, it might be something where they're trying to divert it, where they're trying to go against what needs to happen. And that might be in the past as well, not necessarily now, but they felt good with you, but then they just said, you know what, this isn't right for right now. I'm going to get out of it. And then, hello, something happens. So I just feel like it's just shady. There's something shady about it. And Spirit's kind of like seeing it too, but is allowing it. So this can be something that may need to happen in a lesson for yourself. Especially if you're used to like letting people kind of walk all over you, and this person comes to you and you're just like, you know what, I don't deserve that. And that might be your lesson. That might be a part of it. This is crazy. So it's spirituality and religion. So again, this person is very spiritual, and this might be even someone that you met through spiritual ways. And then you have baby. So this tells me that that's why I like keep going back to like adultery and cheating, and like they have a family, and maybe they even told you, like, I don't feel any sort of energy that's towards you that was like, yeah, I'm all into this. It was you were being lied to. And I think that they're like done with that. Like, I honestly feel like, at least with this energy, where they're like, I'm a better person and I wouldn't do that. But then at the same time, it's like, you've done it once. Why would you do it again? But they're thinking about you like hardcore. They want you so bad. And even with baby, where it's like they want to have a baby with you. They want to have like start a life and like start a family with you. It's very weird energy. Then you have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And I think this is like one of the things that, at least for you, where you might be rolling your eyes in the sense of like, oh, I don't want anything to do with this person because of all of this like deceit and the lies and all of this crap. But man, there is chemistry that is happening, and it's undeniable. And I think this is why that person is thinking of you and just being like, holy crap, like that was crazy. That was crazy chemistry, crazy intensity. It's pretty wild. But oh my gosh. If you were one of my clients right now, I would just say do not go for it. Just because they're holding on to the past. And this can be even like with you per se. But I think it's just like a thing of theirs where they like to hold on to stuff. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. So they need to make the effort to come to you, and they're going to, if they choose that sense. And I say if they choose because of that Two of Wands. And it's a stopping point where they can see and pick what should they do. And so once they make the effort, that's when you know that they've made the choice to come towards you and to start something with you. So just keep that in mind. And then you have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and it's them. It is 100% them. Oh, they're shady, guys. But they're also really good. They're a good person. Because you have Spirit, you have the ancient healing wisdom and medicine woman, which is someone that is that's wanting to help and serve and be connected to Spirit. But I don't know. They are shady. They need to get past that energy, and they need to get past the lying and deception in order for you to be in a relationship. But they are totally thinking about you. So it's really up to you what you do. I'm just telling you at least the energy that's there. It's not that they're a bad person, like I said. But if it were me, I would do no thanks. All right, guys, that is it. That is all I have for you today. Make sure you do like this video. Hit subscribe. Comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I have such a great time doing these. And again, all of your comments and subscriptions and thumbs ups on these really help build my channel. Now, if you want to see what I'm doing on a daily basis or get a card of the day, head over to Instagram. My handle is Witch of Boise, all one word. I do a card of the day every single day. So you have tarot in your life every day and you can kind of see what I'm up to. Well, thanks again so much for hanging out and I'll see you soon. Bye!